Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I am super excited for today. So my Mother's Day present this year was all of this baking stuff. I am getting started on a baking from scratch journey, trying to be more conscious about what we're feeding our children and ourselves. So I got a Bosch mixer to help me bake things from scratch, as well as to help with fresh milled flour. I've read that it's a much denser flour to deal with and that this is the mixer that can really handle it. So I'm super excited. I got a bunch of accessories as well, and we are going to be unboxing all of it today. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Lexi. I'm a working mom with 2 little kids. I like to share things about my life, product reviews, unboxing videos, and just life as a working mom. So let's go ahead and jump in. One of the big things I am excited about is this huge dough mat. I was so excited because I hate getting my counter messy when I'm working with flour and dough. I feel like with this, I believe I'm not supposed to have to use like as much flour. So I am so excited. I mean, look at the size of that. It is huge. I'll be able to roll out a lot of dough. I like that it's got different measurements on it. And so it can help me make sure I'm measuring the right size for what I'm making, especially I'm thinking about pizza dough. So super pumped about this mat. Alrighty. So the next thing I got for accessories was their baking kit to go with the Bosch mixer. And so with the baking kit, it came with these non-stick cookie sheet liners, which I'm excited about, a 40-piece icing kit, the cake paddles, and the cookie paddles and metal whip drive. So let's go ahead and unbox those. Ooh, I love that it has these. They remind me of the slap bracelets to wrap it up with, because I feel like the one I have now is a different brand and it's hard to keep it wrapped. So happy about that. They are just so beautiful. I love the pretty teal color. Let's see. It's really hard to get out of the plastic, but I don't want to puncture it. Let's see here. Why is it so hard to get out of the plastic? I feel like it's going to take me a while. There we go. Alrighty. There she is. Honestly, just a very nice looking cookie sheet, and it's got the different measurements there, I think, for when you're just plopping down your cookies. So excited to use that. Next, let's go ahead and pop open the icing kit. Ooh, it came with reusable cupcake liners. That's super nice, so you don't have to be wasteful. A nice icing spatula, and I really love the color that they have of everything. More reusable liners. All right, and then we've got some reusable piping bags, couplings, a cleaner, and then let's see, it says 22 different icing tips. I cannot wait to test this out. I love making homemade cakes for everybody's birthdays. So my husband's got a birthday in a few months, so I'll definitely be busting these out to make a nice homemade birthday cake and decorate it, hopefully really nicely. All right, so next up with the baking kit was these cookie paddles and the metal whip drive. So I believe with the cookie paddles and with the cake paddles, you have to use the metal whip drive. All right, and it's got a warning, which I've heard a lot of people talk about. It says, do not use with cold butter. From lots of different reviews I've seen, cold butter will break these. So you have to make sure that you use soft butter. But they are very thick, durable plastic. I prefer stainless steel. I would love it if they came out with like all stainless steel line. I think they would get more customers, but I'm very interested to test out these plastic ones and see how they do. All right, here is the metal whip drive. This is hand wash only. Looks pretty sturdy. From my understanding, you just pop these on there. Makes a nice click. That was pretty easy. Not sure if you just pull them off. Yep, that was pretty easy to do. Does anyone else just throw all of their boxes and trash in a big box for your husband to deal with? He's a good sport about it though, so. All right, and then we've got our cake paddles. And again, it just has the warning on here, use only with the metal whip drive. Here they are, just very different. I'm interested to try it out and see what a difference it makes when I'm making cakes. Another, again, just kind of a hard plastic. Wish it was stainless steel, but here we are. I knew they were plastic when I bought it, so we'll give it a try, see how it goes. So those are all of the accessories that came with the baking kit. Oh, you know what? Actually, I think the bowl scraper came with the baking kit I ordered as well. So let's go ahead and pop this open. So on here, it says that you can use the bowl scraper with the wire whips, the cake paddles, and the cookie paddles. Otherwise, I believe you're not supposed to use it with other products. Here it is. And then it's got the little scraper paddles just to help keep everything clean and mix well together. I'm so excited to test this out. I'm going to make muffins, cookies, bread, pizza dough. Those are just the first things on the top of my list. So I went ahead and ordered some wire whisks separately. It comes with wire whips. And I believe one, I can't remember right now, but one of them is better for getting more air into it and making things really fluffy. So I just wanted to be able to have that versatility in my tools. All right, so here they are. And these are stainless steel, which is a huge plus. So super happy about that. And then I ordered the bowl scraper because I knew it was made to fit the exact size of the Bosch mixer. So I wanted something easy to scrape the whole bowl down if needed. Just a nice blue sturdy plastic. All right, another accessory I got was this dough cutter and bench scraper. So I'm very excited to use that. It looks super easy just to slice up dough. And I've also seen people scrape flour off their counters really easily. So it seems very versatile. And then I wanted to go ahead and get some silicone bread slings. However, on here, I see that it's got the warning that it can cause cancer and reproductive harm. So now I'm rethinking this choice. I may or may not use these. I have to do some more research on that. It's very pretty. I love the color. I love the design on here. I'll try to get a close-up shot later, but it's supposed to fit your standard 9x13 bread pan. So when you're making just your classic bread loaf. I love the look. Like I said, I thought these were safe when I purchased them, but the warning has me second guessing. So I'll have to do more research to see if I'm actually going to end up using these. All right. And then the next trusty thing I got was a kitchen scale. All my research, when you're doing fresh milled flour, it's actually better to measure it in grams. It just helps you get a more accurate measurement and make sure your ingredients are exactly what they need to be. So I went ahead and got a nice kitchen scale. And again, all these accessories with the Mother's Day sale were 25% off. So I was super happy about that. Got instructions on it. And another thing I was so excited is it also has measurement conversions on there. So you can do a quick glance if you do need to do a conversion. So I'm really excited to test this out. Very nice, pretty glass top here. So I'm sure to look nice on the counter. All right, well, this wasn't an accessory. I did go ahead and buy a 3-pack variety pack of their wheat berries to test those out. Variety pack also comes with a nice large bread knife. Guess we'll go ahead and open that up here. Oh, there we go. Ooh, very pretty. And a pack of instant yeast. That'll come in handy. All right, and then they are 3-pound bags each. So we've got the hard red wheat, soft white, and hard white, hard red wheat. I'm very interested. I have no idea how long each of these bags is going to last. So I'll definitely keep track to see how much stuff I can make with all of these. I'm excited to open these up. I've got some pretty jars. I'm going to put them in. Alrighty, so now that I've opened all my accessories, it feels like a mess. So I'm going to pause. I'm going to clean everything up so we can open this mixer up in all her glory and just have this on the table. Be right back. Alrighty, so now for the main event. I got the white Bosch Universal Plus mixer. I am so excited. Like I said, this was an open box refurbished. So I'm a little nervous to see the condition. I believe everything should be good, but let's go ahead and open her up. So the bummer about getting a refurbished one is it doesn't come with the dough hook extender. I didn't realize that till after I ordered, so I did go ahead and purchase that one separately. I think it's a little silly because all the new ones do, but we'll see. All right, so far looks good. Looks like everything is in the box. So first, it just says that there's a food grade lubricant on the gear here. So just tells you what to do with that, just to run it and then wash it off. Packaged very well. Let's see. I always love seeing the little things that it comes with. So it has this nice little fridge magnet. Oh, and it's got what you should use each accessory for and the mixer speed to do. So it talks about when to use your dough hook, your wire whips, your cake paddles, your cooking paddles. I think that's really cute, very handy to have. Just a cute little welcome to the club. And then instructions, a quick start guide. I love a nice quick start. All right. I think I can just fold this out of here. I'm going to tip it over that way. All righty. At the bottom of the box, it looks like we've got a lot more detailed paperwork that it came with. And this little spatula thingy. I will just take a glance over all those later. All right, let's get all this stuff off. To say, I feel like it's packaged very securely to be safe, which is good because the larger box that it came in was broken. So I was a little bit worried, but so far everything seems to be in good condition. Alrighty, so we've got the nice lid here. One of the reasons I also really liked the Bosch mixer was of the open top. So you could either leave on the splash ring, you could take on or put on the lid, take it off very easily, but just have it open to dump in your flour and things. I was gifted a nice stand mixer that I've used before. And one of my biggest frustrations with that is when I would have to dump stuff in while it was mixing, I always dumped some stuff out of the bowl and it just made a mess. So I'm hoping this is a lot easier to keep everything in the bowl when I'm mixing it. I just like that it's like a nice, clear, pretty lid. Alrighty. Then we've got the famous dough hook. This is supposed to be the best thing for kneading that fresh milled flour. Stainless steel. It looks just so sturdy. Very nice. Very beautiful. As I was talking about some of the accessories, I mentioned that I wasn't happy that they're plastic. I did get the plastic bowl because it's cheaper, with the plan of maybe later this year upgrading to the stainless steel bowl because that's something you can get later on. So I wanted to start with plastic, test it out, and then as I use it more, go ahead and just upgrade to stainless steel. All right, here we go. Pop that off. Looks good. Just making sure there's no cracks or anything in here. Awesome. Looks great. One thing I also love about the design of these bowls is it's got drain holes. So when you put it upside down, water doesn't get stuck here when you're trying to drain out the bowl. My other bowl, I would be draining it and the water would get trapped. And so then I'd have to flip it over for a little while longer just to make sure it was all completely dried before I put it away. So I think that's a very smart design feature. Now, I will say this is pretty large. It will take up a good amount of space on the counter, which I knew. I wanted something heavy duty that would be able to handle a lot of dough, as I plan to make pretty much all of our bread products from here on out and anything else. I'm definitely going to get a lot of use out of this mixer, but it is pretty big and will take up a lot of space on the counter. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to find a nice corner to keep it in. I don't know that I'm going to want to have to put it away and pull it out every time. We'll see. And another fun thing about it is it has these heavy duty suction cups. So when you put it down, you can stick it on there and it will stay in place for all of your, oh, that is not going anywhere. So it'll stay in place for even your largest batches of dough. All right, so like I said, I've got the refurbished one here. Let's go ahead and just pop this on. It looks like it just pops in really easily. So the refurbished one, you get your mixer, your bowl, your lid, and then it comes with the plastic whip drive, comes with the wire whips, and then the dough hook. So I did have to order the dough hook extender separately because I don't know if I'll be making large batches all the time. So I know that I'm going to need that extender to get down to the bottom of the bowl. Overall, I am really impressed with the quality so far. Like I said, I got the open box refurbished and I don't see anything major. Maybe a couple little dings on the bowl here. I might email them about that, because I feel like it should be in pretty perfect condition. So I'll send them an email to ask about that. But otherwise, everything looks really great. I'm really impressed and I was able to save a little bit of money. So always happy about that. I am so excited to bring you all on this journey. I will be doing a video of the first time I use the mixer to give you my honest first impressions of how easy it is to use for someone who's a total newbie. And like I said, I'm a working mom, so I'm going to find a way to fit this new journey into my life as a working mom and share with you all. All right. Well, I am so excited to get this journey started. I'm actually going to go and wash everything now so I can use it later today. I cannot wait. Thank you for unboxing all of this with me. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And I will do a follow-up review of my first time using it and just continue to share my tips and tricks on this and see how doable it is for us busy moms. Alrighty, well, I will see you in the next video. Bye.